just take it away from him. Under 4 left. The
Sports
Barn is
Show.
alive again. 52.
Got me in my hormones, all gas, no brakes, score 4-0. If you think you own this place, you get foreclosed. I've been in my head, but it's not about a T3. I like to learn, but there's nothing you can teach me. We all got opinions.
Back.
You about to hit a meet.
We are here. That's right. The Sports Show. Sports Show. Sports Show. Sports Show YYC. That's the handle. CJSW. CJSW.com. 90.9 FM. I can't believe it. It's the Tuesday, Mitch.
Yeah, it's been a full month, and we took a couple of weeks off the regular podcast that we do weekly.
That's right.
And I feel rejuvenated, tired, and healthy again because we got the vid.
We got the vid.
Yeah.
That we came to. Look, you know what's funny? Roster, check this out. Check this out. I gave Mitch the Rona.
Yeah.
And
Not you, your daughter. Don't give yourself credit. Your daughter gave it to me.
under careful and special instruction. Look, Mitch, the fact of the matter is I did it.
Yeah.
I'd do it again. I have no regrets.
Yeah.
You know what? And that's how I feel.
Well, in a weird way, I want to thank you. Why? Because, hey, now it's over. I got the immunity. I got all that. But at the same time, I'll say this. You know what? For those that don't want to get it, all right, listen, this isn't a political show, so do what you want. I don't care.
Right.
However, it's kind of, if you guys want me to give you a small little insight, it's this. It's like imagining you're going to go train and fight Mike Tyson.
Right.
Could you survive a shot from Mike Tyson? 99% of us probably could. But if you don't train and or do anything for it, it's going to hurt a little bit more than if you just sit there on the couch, look like a potato, show up to the fight, and then get punched in the face. It's probably going to hurt a little bit more. So if you train a little bit and or maybe / take the vaccine,
Right.
chances are it won't hurt as much.
That's what we're saying. It's just
That's all
a
I'm saying.
little regimen.
Just a little regimen.
Little training
That's all
regimen.
it is. So
it's crazy. Yeah.
I'll say, thanks for giving it to me. Now it's over. I feel like I'm good.
It
The
didn't work
vaccine
out.
helped
I
a
tried to
little
do
bit.
it to
good.
put you down.
Yeah.
Then I get the pod to myself.
No, I knew this was.
I had a 2022 goal, but hey, you're here now.
I saw what
you're
you're doing.
happy. You're healthy, and I guess I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Happy New Year to everyone that's listening.
Happy New Year,
All the
Russell.
best to you guys. One last thing. My manlyhood's a little shot, though, because your daughter gave it to me, and I couldn't give it to my wife or son.
Yeah,
So-
but you haven't been able to give it to your wife for a while, from what I understand. Oh,
And it begins. Here we go. 2022 out with a bang.
I'm talking about the Rona.
All right. With all that being said, let's get right into it because over the past month, a lot's happened, but not a lot because the Omicron variant has come back into our lives. The NHL took a little time off. The NFL didn't take any time off, but a lot of players got affected, so it screwed up kind of some of the, let's call it the games in some capacity or another. And NBA, same thing. They actually were giving out 10-day contracts. So many players were down with the corona that they were bringing retired players out of retirement and guys that haven't played in years to say, hey, we need you for 10 days. Here's a couple of extra bucks. Let's get going. So if we've learned anything, it's that you got us the first time, corona, in the sporting world, but not the second time. The second time, we figured you out. But there is a big controversy I want to bring up right off the bat, Dimitri. It's down in Australia. It's the Australian Open is supposed to be starting right away. Number 1 ranked Novak Djokovic said, hey, I don't want to get vaxxed. All right. And the ATS, the Australian authorities and the tennis authorities of the world said, listen, they moved it around. They finally gave him an exemption. He shows up in Australia. The authorities are looking at his thing. Oh, yeah, you got an exemption, but you put in the wrong permit to come and play. Sorry, sit here. You're not playing. Who's in the right, who's in the wrong real quick when it comes to Novak? Maybe a no-show in the Australian Open.
Great line, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, because I was, is this the Australian Open or Australian closed?
Well done. I like that
Because,
too, yeah.
Look, I don't care if it's professional sports. I don't care if it's schoolyard rules. You don't do the givesies take backsies.
True.
You cannot givesies and then take backsies.
That's got to be a universal rule.
It is a professional term.
Right.
I don't make these things up. Go look it up yourself. Don't. Just take our word for it.
Yeah.
Either way. Listen, I don't like it at all. I don't like it from the standpoint that you are allowing him to come in. You've already settled that business. And he didn't find out until he gets to customs right then and there. And the other thing I don't like about it is everyone's blaming this person and that person, and it's this organization and this one, and he didn't have, and it's not the right permit, as you say, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, we don't have to make it more confusing. this is what I don't like about it is just that. It's not that to say, let's say Australia, hey, look, Djokovic, we're not giving you an exemption. These are the rules of the land. This is what's going on over here, and I'm sorry. You know, this is a choice that you're making. Okay, fine. No problem with that, but we can't let you into the country to play.
Right.
Not even for tennis. Okay, so, hey, for this year, you got to take a break. You do that at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and that's really what it comes down to. I'm at the point where I don't care about all the rest of the news, Mitch. I don't care about the rest of the news that's coming in and says, well, he didn't have, let's say, all this stuff right. Like, let's say, for example, yeah, he is in the quote-unquote wrong with the permits, the process, the this. I don't care anymore.
Right.
You said he could come.
That's right.
End of story.
Yeah, no, not that they say. They also gave him papers. They said, hey,
They
come
gave
on
it.
over.
That's
it
what
was
I mean.
advertised. I think what happened was the Australian people who have been
Yes.
going through extreme lockdown measures said, wait a minute, just because he's the number one tennis guy in the world, he gets to not get vaxxed and come and show up and blah, blah, blah. I think that's what got to people.
Right.
I think they hedged their bets. The authorities said, let's see what happens. They lost horribly in the public eye, and
For sure.
so on and so forth. And Mr. Djokovic, who's an Orthodox, Serbian Orthodox, he had to spend Christmas in some, I wouldn't say a holding cell, but not with his family and friends. So it's not like the guy didn't have to give up anything either. You know what I mean? So not very well done, Australian Open. Not very well done.
It's not good luck.
It doesn't look good. I
Okay?
don't like it.
It's like getting a coupon to a restaurant. You go to use the coupon. They say, we don't take coupons anymore. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
It says it right here.
The date's right here.
Accepting coupons.
Yeah. Take the coupon.
Yeah. Hey, you said it, not me.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Hey.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you on that one, buddy. I agree. And it's too bad because he is not just number one, but by a long shot right now, especially since Corona reared its ugly head. He's been dominating the sport. And so you're saying
Yes.
no to the number one ticket guy too.
Listen, this is the other thing that I don't like about it as well, okay? It's a ruthless competitive league. I don't like how not as many people are standing around him. What I mean by that is this. We're living in a time right now where people are boycotting Olympics, doing this, standing together and doing that. And I was a little saddened to see that he doesn't have as many people supporting him. Like, they should just boycott the Australian Open. Like, aren't we in that day and age? Be like, hey, you know what? Hey.
You mean cancel the Australian Open?
No, the tennis players be like, actually, we don't want to play either.
Right.
Have fun with it.
Yeah.
You don't do that, okay? It's not nice, but I'll tell you, he's number one. If he was number 10, maybe different story, but he's number one, and a lot of people are looking at competitive edge. But it's not a good look for a lot of things, Mitch.
Listen, let's jump over to the NHL. Let's talk about what's happened since the month that we've been off. So the Calgary Flames, local guys, they were the first ones. So congratulations to the Flames. They were the first ones to get the Corona, the Omicron. They kind of got the league all up in arms at first. And then everyone said, hey, I like what the Flames are doing over there.
That's right.
And they all got it. So along the way, they stopped some games until the 27th, and now they're back into it. There's going to be some, let's call it heavy game action towards the end of the season.
Funny?
Yeah,
Can
go
I tell you
ahead.
something funny? So I had a friend of mine text me.
Sure.
And fan of the sports show.
Sure,
Okay.
thanks.
He goes, you know what? When I saw it rip through the Flames, I knew this Omicron stuff was serious. And I'm sitting here looking at him. I go, well, and the doctors?
Yeah, the doctors.
And
No, only when it went
hey,
through the
hey,
Flames. That's
I
it.
saw when the Flames got it. I said to myself, "Hey,
That's
this
it.
is serious.
This is serious.
That was the EK.
That was the EK.
That was the EK.
That was, hey,
Of course it was.
yeah, fair enough. So, not a lot to report except for a couple of major things. Right before we jumped off last time, we didn't know what was going to happen with the new Flames arena that was set to be starting, like digging holes and such, right now as we speak, early into January. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a report for you. The arena's dead. It's over. It's done. The mayor and the owners have not come to a solution. As of right now, on January the 8th, that we are sitting here talking to each other, the new Flames arena, dead in the water. Get ready, Houston Flames.
Unbelievable. You want to talk about digging a hole? The city just dug a hole.
Big time.
Big time. This is I don't know how much time I want to take with this, Mitch, because I'm extremely livid. Okay?
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. I just cannot believe that this happened. We talked about it before the break. It was still that very first part of the news. If you recall, before Christmas, we talked about it. But yeah, the arena deal basically is dead unless by some miracle it comes back. But they don't need it to come back. The Houston Flames sound really good right now.
Not bad.
We have nothing to replace it. This was a really, really great job by some great people, right? Wow.
for years, Dimitri and I have been doing this podcast for 4 years. Now we're live on CJSW 90.9 on your FM dial. Real quick, go back to the archives. We're not just problem talkers. We're solution guys. I got a solution in a couple of seconds. Another big thing that came up during the hockey during the last month is the IIHF or the World Juniors that were being played in Red Deer and Edmonton. Those got canceled. Good. I'm not happy that it got canceled, but you know what? Bottom line, these kids, and they are kids, 16 to 19 years old or 18 years away from their families, and it's a scary thing no matter how you look at it. So it's too bad they had to trek all the way here to do it, but at the same time, good on them for canceling it. And you know what? Here's the solution that Dimitri brought up on a show that we did. The Olympics, the players are not going to be going to the Olympics. The NHL players are not going to be going. So Dimitri had a great idea going, hey, wait a minute. Why don't we just send the World Junior guys over there?
I mean, it's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
We're sitting here with a controversy of whether players should play, whether they should not play. And I understand from the owner's standpoint. I understand from the player's standpoint. There's many ways to look at this glass. The reality is you have a World Juniors tournament, okay, that happens during New Year's Eve. It's exciting hockey, and it's a very pure country, meaning there's no politics. Everyone is sending their best of the best.
That's true.
Because they're trying to get into the NHL. Maybe in some cases the KHL, right? But or other leagues, just let that be the Olympics.
Sure.
And the fans would love it too because it's excellent hockey.
Yes, agreed. On Olympic ice, which they play time to time. Like this year was in North America, so they would have played on our ice. Other years it's in Europe. They play. So it's the rules and everything would have been great. It would have been fantastic. And it's still an idea. I haven't heard any rumblings. But I know they're going to listen to this pod, they're going to listen to the radio, and they're going to hear this, and they're going to say, that's brilliant.
And you heard it here first,
And
folks.
you heard it here first. Exactly. Now, going back to the solution part of it. Look, here's my thing. Calgary, we need a new arena. You're for the politics, you're against it, whatever. At the end of the day, this isn't about hockey because we're sports guys. This is about business. Calgary needs some business, all right? So here's the thing. On New Year's Day, what's been notorious in the NHL on New Year's Day over the last couple of years? Do you know?
No, what?
Well, it's been the outdoor classics.
Oh, okay.
So, follow me on this. You don't want to give us an arena? We got McMahon Stadium that needs a little revitalization. Follow me on this. We're big NFL guys. In fact, we're big Green Bay Packer fans. Both of us happen to be owners. We're friends. We didn't even know this before we met each other. However, what's Green Bay's number one defense coming into the playoffs and or anything else? Not the players. It's the environment. It's the frozen tundra. So here I'm watching Minnesota taking on St. Louis on New Year's Day. Minus 25, which, by the way, has been the weather here in Calgary over the last 3 weeks. CFL, Super Bowls, you call it whatever. The Super Bowl, they never play outside because they're too scared to do it. What if the Calgary Flames decided to do, hey, we're going to change it all up. You don't want to give us an arena? We want an outdoor arena. The most notorious outdoor arena. Imagine. So you're the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Hockey too, of course.
Everything outdoors.
Everything outdoors. Now, and I'm kind of serious here on one small note. You got Las Vegas. Teams are scared to go Las Vegas.
You still have the Rona. This is a side effect. It's affecting your brain.
I'm telling you, watch this. Right now, if you go to Las Vegas, where it's plus 40 every day, 30, whatever, people hate going there. They love it, but they hate it. Why? Because they know they're going to go out. They're like, no, I'm not going to go out. They're at the blackjack table till like 4 a.m. They got to get ready for practice. They screw it all. What if teams got scared coming to Cali? They're like, we're going to go and play outside. So here, take it on both ends. Right now, yeah, it'd be gross as a fan and or a player to be outside in minus 20. But what about those beautiful nights? I'm telling you, there's something here. Outdoor arena, outdoor.
Mitch, you know what? We should probably be on the negotiating team. There is a solution. You're right. We will not let this die.
No. I'm telling you, imagine how fun it would be. You're like, hey, I'm going to go to the game tonight.
You're like,
right?
We got to play the Flames. Oh, my goodness.
Exactly.
Do you do a name change then? Like, how can you be the Flames if you're outdoors?
Really good heaters.
Touche.
There you go.
See?
I want you to think about it because it's going to come up later. I'm telling you, there's something to it being outside. I'm telling you. I want you to go with it. Don't think I'm that crazy yet. I'm not. From there, let's reverse and go into the real juggernaut of sports entertainment and all sports, really, at the end of the day. And that's the NFL. We are literally January 8th today, last week of NFL season. So last year, the last 50 years, the NFL is 17 weeks. This year, it's the first year ever. They're to 18 weeks. So this is the last regular season last regular season week. They've got a lot of games going on, a lot of implications to what's going on. Dimitri, we're heading into the NFL playoffs that start next week. I'm excited about it. They've changed the playoff format again. There's only one team that can get a bye. The other teams have to, obviously earn their way and play each other to get in. What team do you think going into the playoffs, do you think is the scariest team heading into the NFL playoffs?
That is a very, very good question, Mitch. I think the scariest team, believe it or not, in these playoffs, as much as I want to say our beloved Green Bay Packers,
right,
is actually still the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, defending.
The reason being is because you don't know which team is going to show up on the Sunday. It's a big wild card.
Right.
See, when you're playing Green Bay is basically, they're number one in the NFC right now, okay?
Yeah.
They are kicking butt and taking names,
That's
okay?
right. Yeah.
So and they've been consistent for the last, oh my goodness, how many weeks, right? So you know what you're getting into. They could have a bad game, but you're not preparing that way. A team like Tampa Bay, you say, okay, they're defending, but Brady's throwing a little more interceptions than he's used to. There's some things going on in the team where people, maybe walking out this and that. You don't know. And it's one of those teams that could win it all again.
Absolutely.
Very tough. Kansas City, I'm looking at the same type of team. Dangerous, scary. You know you're going to prepare for them tenfold. So that's my scary team, Mitch.
I agree with you. I will say this. I do think that nobody this year, Corona or not, looks good. Like, looks great, looks unstoppable. How about that? Every team has something on offense, but no one's spectacular on defense. So I do think it's the one year that it's up for grabs. The team that if I'm any team right now,
I feel I know where you're going to go.
Is the Cincinnati
I
Bengals.
knew it. I knew it.
I'll tell you why. Here's a team. I've always said this. It's like being in Vegas, using the Vegas. If you're on a heater, you don't stop the heater. And that's Cincinnati right now. They have offensively just gone off the rails. They're crazy. Joe Burrow's on fire. Jamarcus Chase is on fire. The Joe Mixon. They got a whole bunch of array. And then on defense, they're not that bad. And the way I look at it is if this offense keeps going the way they are, watch out for the Cincinnati Bengals to maybe make a run in this year's NFL playoffs. I know it's hard to say. And then another team is maybe Tennessee, who somehow is the number one seed right now. Mm-hmm. They lost their best running back weeks ago. He's coming back, and he's going to be ready for the playoffs. And they've been able to hold on to that number one seed, both in their division and now the number one seed in the AFC. The Tennessee Titans could be a little bit of a scare going into the playoffs.
Yeah, they're just going to be a tough team to play against, but no one's surprised about that.
No,
that's
true.
the thing, right? Yeah. So that's why I knew you were going to say the Bengals because, quite frankly, that's my number 2 team as well.
Really?
Chemistry.
It's
all chemistry. This team, they're firing everywhere. All the players, everyone, just meshing together. It's going to be difficult.
It's going to be fun. Real quick, so big game tomorrow is the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On paper, looks horrible because Jacksonville sucks. But Indy has to win this game to get into the playoffs. They haven't won in Jacksonville since 2015. The public money, if you're a bettor, it's 50-50. No one can figure this game out. If Indianapolis ends up losing, well, the Sunday night game, if you got the Chargers, LA Chargers versus the Las Vegas Raiders, winner gets in. But if Indianapolis ends up losing, these two teams, they just have to tie and then they'll both be in. So if you saw going into Saturday or Sunday night, you saw the Chargers and the Raiders just kneeling the ball back and forth, would you be upset so they can end up in a tie?
Not at all. I always have this thing. I like the game risk and the component of it where a couple buddies get together to hammer a guy out. I like that.
Yeah.
I want to see more of that. I want to see
fun.
this collusion. I think it would be great.
Yeah.
Speaking of great, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to a great show, The Sports Show on the CJSW.com 90.9 FM. We're talking sports the way you do, the way it's meant to be talked about, not with stats and this and that. That's for late night TV. It's the way we talk about it as fans.
How fun would it be to just be like, oh, he drops back and to a knee. Oh, he's open and to a knee. And so the Raiders, for years, they have their old owner, Al Davis, has this saying, just win, baby. Well, here, just kneel, baby. Yeah. That would be fun. Can you imagine if you're the commentators, this is your nightmare in impossible action that these guys, and do you think they would? Like, think about what kind of douchey move that would be. Let's just use that word. If you're like the one team going, hey, You're giving the eye contact across. You're like, we're going to tie this game, right? And the other coach is like, yeah, sure we are. And it's just like, you know what I mean? It'd be so great because all they have to do is tie if Indy loses.
They got to do it, man.
They got to do it.
We got to have something to talk about.
When they go to the coin toss, they'll be like, yeah, we're going to kneel.
You know what I mean?
We're going to kneel. I'm going to kneel too.
Listen, okay.
Yeah, okay.
We'll rack up the points.
We're kneelers.
Do the interception.
So funny.
That's amazing.
All right. From there, we're going over to a segment that we started last time we did this, and it seems to be picking up some steam. It's Rapid Banter.
Oh, I like this one.
Here we go. Antonio Brown last week ripped off his gear and quit on the team during the Bucs and the Jets NFL game. Was he fired or let go?
How do you walk off on a game against the Jets?
Yeah. Side note, do you think he gets a letter of referral or anything like that?
Oh, no.
Probably
Oh,
not.
no.
Yeah,
No.
The Washington football team on February the 2nd, also Groundhog Day, will announce the new team name. What will it be?
I think they should keep the football team.
I kind of like it. It grew on me too. They're saying the Hogs, the Red Hogs. I'm just telling you. I'm giving you some insight on the inside. That's what I've heard. I'm just saying. Danny Green, NBA basketball player, was also part of that Toronto Raptors team that won the championship a couple years ago. He played 24 minutes the other day. No points, no rebounds, no steals, no assists. What exactly did he do?
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
In the basketball verbiage, some people might know this. It's called the
Suck?
It's called the trillion club. It's when your minutes count for a number, right? Obviously 24, but nothing in between all the way through. So
That's actually embarrassing.
Canada Soccer moved from 78th place overall in the world to 40th in the FIFA rankings. Are you not impressed or still not good enough?
I never understood these FIFA rankings.
The World Juniors in Red Deer and Edmonton were canceled because of COVID. Team Czech had a player that I wanted to talk about. His name, Ivan. Cool, not cool.
Ivan think I like it.
Yeah, his name was Ivan.
That's a sick joke.
That's when you get older, like at his age now, do you not look at your parents? You're like, okay, kind of funny, but what's going on?
It's not a good look.
Like your middle name's Ivan too. You know what I mean? That's
Not a good look,
yeah.
Mitch.
Team Russia at the Calgary YYC airport got kicked off the plane for smoking on the plane and not putting on their masks. Bad guests or bad hosts?
Well, how are you supposed to smoke with a mask on? Let's be fair.
That's fair.
Let's be fair.
That's a great point. According to science, shorter men have more sex. Fake news or yeah.
You personally made that up.
I can show you the report that I found. I can show it to you.
I know your numbers.
I'm just telling you.
They're not good numbers.
Hey. This is on average, okay? Mac Jones, quarterback for the New England Patriots, got his offensive line Bitcoin for Christmas. Good present?
Oh, that's a cop-out. That's like an IOU.
What?
Come on.
You know what? It dropped down to $30K the other day.
I'm just saying.
You know what? You're right. Mac.
I want the Rolex.
Mind you, he's a rookie. He doesn't get a lot of money either.
Fair enough.
Kanye bought a $4.5 million house next to his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. Good idea or why?
That's awkward.
So they get divorced, and then he goes out of his way and buys the house next door.
Creepy.
Yeah. A little weird. Last one. The Pope says that people who would rather have pets than have kids are ruining humanity. Thoughts?
He doesn't have kids himself.
That's a good point. Talk about the kettle calling the teapot black, right? Is that what they say?
Something like that.
Something like that.
The kettle calling the pot black. Or the pot.
The pot calling the kettle. It's one of them.
I think the pot started to call the kettle black.
Right.
And then the kettle retaliated.
He didn't like what he said.
He's like, whoa. You call it, no. We're both black pieces of kitchen equipment.
Yeah, right.
Relax over
What's
here.
going on over here?
Whoa. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was the pot that called the kettle black.
Good point on the Pope thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God doesn't have kids himself. What's he talking about?
It's not fair to say.
It's not right.
I agree. I bet you he's got a dog.
You know what? If
If
that son of a gun's got a dog and that Vatican,
what if he has a parrot?
Definitely he's got a parrot.
If I'm the Pope, I want a parrot. I think that's a good.
You gotta have a lamb. It's the analogy.
I see what you're saying.
See?
Yeah, he needs a lamb and a parrot.
A lamb and a parrot.
Walk into a bar. No,
How can he say that? How can he say that? Pope, I think you're offside.
Yeah.
Baby, sugar, honey, I love you, but hey, take it easy.
All right, we're off to the last segment because they only give us a half an hour. And by the way, that could change. I don't want to say anything. It could change. Lily, if you're listening, this is the thing. All right, here we go. It's pass or fail. I said earlier, outdoor arena, pass or fail on the ideas of doing an outdoor arena. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Ambiance, Pass or fail on an outdoor arena?
I'm gonna go with fail.
What?
Well, I've been to a CFL game, Mitch, in the cold weather. It's not fun.
But you're only concentrating on the cold part of the months. What if it's a beautiful September day or
okay,
a
that's
beautiful
different.
May?
Fine.
It could be nice.
Overall pass. Fine.
Pass.
Fine.
Okay. I'm just
fine.
saying. All right, pass or fail. How about this? With Corona being so, out there right now, when you're outside, it's not as bad.
Oh, pass.
Pass. See?
Smart.
See?
Smart.
This is what I'm thinking. You got to think about the future, not just today. All right. Let me see. Cold nachos or nachos, food outside. That could be the problem. That could be the fail.
Yeah, that's a fail.
That's a fail.
That's a fail.
No one wants a cold wiener.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Okay.
It doesn't
just nobody.
It doesn't taste as good.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
And the problem is
Right.
that it also tends to shrink in the cold weather.
That's true.
And you don't get the value.
That's right. And nacho sales would go down. Like cold nachos,
they would
that's not
decline.
good. They would decline.
Yeah.
No one likes cold cheese either. That's
Nobody.
No.
No. Unless it's on a pizza.
True.
Then you
know
get a
the
pass.
morning after pizza's good. I'm a big morning guy. Pizza, like it tastes better in the morning. Sometimes better than when it comes to your door. Yeah.
Yes and no.
Just saying. You know what I mean? All right, couple more. How about think about this? Flames score a goal, big goal, playoff goal. 2004. We're outside. Snowbank celebrations or out like something to do with the outside celebrations.
Yeah, pass.
Pass.
You got to do something like that.
I'm telling you. A couple more. How about hot chocolate all of a sudden is a real thing?
No. If you felt that you needed to go to the washroom enough with the dome beers,
Right.
that hot chocolate will put you right over the edge.
That's a good point. Fail on that one.
And the thing is people will be going to the washroom more just to stay warm.
True. A couple more. Home field advantage. I brought it up earlier. What if you had an outdoor arena? All of a sudden, every team's scared of you.
Pass.
Pass.
Yeah, it's a good home field advantage.
All right, last one, and I know I got you on this one, and I'm going to get all the fans on this one as well. Ice cold beers.
Definite pass.
Boom.
How
many
else are you going to
times-
pass the time?
You're in the Saddle Dome right now. Beer guy's coming up. He's a good seller. He's selling a lot of beer, but the beer you guys a little lukewarm. Not when you're outside. It's not.
That's right.
It's going to be, hey, I'm just going to buy a couple and put them right next to the snow on my seat. Boom. Cold beer.
Mitch, this idea turned out to be a little smarter than I thought.
Thank you.
I had no belief in it, but after hearing your pitch, I think it's great. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what's great. What's great is the fact that you tune in to us the second Tuesday of every month on the sports show here on the CJSW 90.9 FM. Remember, we do this every week. So you listen to us this week. Thank you so much. CJSW.com, Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, our YouTube channel. It's at Sports Show YYC. Please follow us, get the content for the next 3 weeks, and we'll see you in a month again. But thank you very much. But hey, this is one for the books.
This is a good
We
one.
got to shove it in the locker.
There it is.
We got to hit the showers.
Have a great week, everyone. Stay safe. Be awesome. And we'll see you in a month.
Happy New Year.
Cold beers.
Cold beers.
You don't even need a refrigerator anymore.
Well, think of the costs you would have cut because we know, hey, costs seem to be a big thing.
If you think you own this place,
I
you
still
get
can't
four
believe
clothes.
it. Sports Show.
I've been in my head, but it's not about a T3. I like to learn, but there's nothing you can teach me. We all got opinions. You about to hit a meat tree and bitches. CSJ never really misses. GD7 land, baby, shout out to Indigenous. My girl, she got mad at me cause she don't know the difference. You can say what you got when it's Tuesday, I be locked in.